What's up, guys? It's October 10th, 2025. We're doing a 10-minute breakdown of the E-mini where we talk about trap traders, setups, and market cycle. The goal of this video is to, become more profitable and learn to talk about the markets. If you guys want to see how I'm placing these trades, check out the membership section. I'm trading exactly what I'm talking about. I trade 50% pullbacks and I look for second legs. This is the October 10th breakdown, but I'm doing it on October 11th. So if you guys see the date down here, that's the reason. Again, I like to do these breakdowns within 10 minutes, so let's get into it. Wow, this is what the bears have been wanting. I've been talking about this for quite some time. I was like, bears want a big bear bar, bears want a big bear bar, and they got it. Talking to some friends, the last time I got a bear bar like this was on this day, but the context was different. Look at the bars leading up to it. Breakout, shallow pullback, breakout, first pullback touching the EMA, first gap bar. We have no gap bars below the EMA. We almost had one here, but it ends up being a bull bar. So bulls bought this and it rallied. But then look at the lead up to this bar. We have a breakout, 1 and 2 bull bars, and then we go sideways, breakout, sideways. We're in that third leg. Just from the most recent price action. If I can draw. Great. The pen tool is not working. Give me 1 second here. Okay, there we go. So again, third leg 1, pull back leg 2, pull back leg 3, breakout, leg 1, pull back leg 2, pull back leg 3. So we have a really big bear bar. This is the daily chart, leg 1, pull back leg 2, pull back leg 3, and then just within the most recent price structure, leg 1, pull back leg 2, pull back leg 3. Look here, I talked about this inside bar. I was like, hey, we got inside bar on the third leg, be careful. This first reversal ended up being a better fade, but then it also became a high one in a third leg, which is also a better fade for the bears. So good fade for the bulls, good fade for the bears, and it ended up being a really nice breakout. Went all the way down to test this high. I don't like to predict what the market's going to do. I like to react to what the market's going to do. But a big bar closing on like this, I think could get a pullback after we've had pretty much been in a rally for the entire day. Or excuse me, entire year since May. So I think bulls will try and buy this, but ultimately this leg is shot to get a second leg down. Let me turn this on. Very nice breakout today. This is the type of breakout, we'd wish for every day. I did actually trade this and I was pretty aggressive with the options account. I had $100 in it and I threw it. I took a short here, one contract. I took a short here and I literally got out on bar 74 as it was forming, selling off. So not a bad day. Pretty happy with the results. Gap up, bar 1, good for the gap up. Right, yesterday was a sell-off. We went sideways, so this kind of acting as breakout. The issue with this is that it's kind of like a double top from yesterday's high. So sorry, I got a funny text message from one of my friends and threw me off. Gap up. Bar 1, good follow through. Bar 2, good follow through. Bar 3, good follow through. I don't trade the first 6 bars of the day. However, this is a setup that I generally would like to take because it's a gap up with follow through. And this is a setup that could stop me out. I don't know because I do have an early exit rule right here. Let's say I get filled on bar 6 and 7. By the time my early exit rule is applied, I think that bar 10 would have stopped me out. So I would have taken a full R hit on that if I was scalping. Anyways, we have a rally, bad follow through. The pullback ends up being more bearish and more sideways. Bulls get a leg 1, pullback leg 2. Bears get a leg 1, pullback leg 2, pullback leg 3, and then we go into a tight trade range. Its price is compressing. Bar 15 looks like a good buy. Bar 16, good follow through, and then we have an inside bar. Bar 17. Again, be careful for inside bars. And then we have what every breakout trader wants to see: a great bear bar or a good bar with a gap. I said that all wrong. We have a breakout bar closing on slow. We haven't had a breakout like this in a long time, so it was a little bit hard for me to get short because I wasn't sure if this was the climax and it was not going to get follow through. But then once I saw 18, 19, 20 get follow through, 20 scared me because it was an inside bar, but a good breakout is a good breakout. 21 is that first reversal, and that's where I took my short. If I was scalping futures, I wouldn't have got filled. So, and I don't know if I would have broke my rule. It's not the ultimate goal for me is to trade second leg. So when I say break a rule, it's just entering before the 50% pullback. I took with the options because I like to swing with options and scalp with futures. 22, bear bar closing I saw, really good follow through. This is a good short in my opinion. Really good follow through bar 23, 24, and 25, 26. 26 is an inside bar, so that pullback's coming back soon. Or excuse me, that pullback's coming soon. 27 sells off in the rallies. We have an outside bar. This is where I got a little bit spooked out. I almost got out of my short, but then I was like, let me see the follow through for bar 27 because of it. The reason I was spooked was because these bars are climactic, and that's an inside bar with a bullish breakout. But then the context, we're in a bear regime. I followed the system and I held. 29, bad follow through for the bulls. Excuse me, 28, bad follow through for the bulls. 29 could be a second leg 1, pullback leg 2, second leg trap. Also testing the pullback or the 50% mark of bar 23. Sells off and we go sideways. We end up getting a really nice type of bear flag here. Bulls that buy the high of 21 are trapped. They're going to buy more lower. They're going to see 26 inside bar and try and fade it. I'm going to speed this up because we're getting close to the 10-minute mark. And look right there. So this would have been a good trade, and I would have made tenfold from getting stopped out here to going for 1R or 1.5R, even 2R maybe. So bulls buy up here, they buy more lower. I get filled on bar 29. Again, this is the hypothetical trade. I didn't trade futures. I was short options. I get filled on bar 29, and I hold till 1R is hit. Maybe I hold till this. Maybe I short the 𝐸MA. Once I'm in a good position, I do like to press, which is not really part of my system, but the goal is to make money, and I trade second legs. So we have a bear flag, great bar 29. It would tag my order and put me straight into profits. We get a bear flag through bars. Honestly, the bear flag started on bar 24 all the way to 39. Bear bar closing on slow. It's a good short. It's a hard short. Gets followed through bar 40, 41, 42, and 43, 44. All strong to get a second leg down. Another setup that would work, but it is that third leg 1, pull back leg 2, pull back leg 3. Market cycle says breakout. So we have the breakout 18, 19, 20. We have the first pullback 21. So the market is now channeling. And then once we get that opposite channel here, which we do 45 through 50, that tells me we're in a trading range. And that doesn't mean we're going to reverse. That just means we're in a trading range. So I was reading this as a trading range, but I thought there was enough bearish momentum to get another leg down. And we did. We got 2 to 3 legs down. So bulls buy up here. They buy more lower down here. Look at bars 50, 51. It rallies and sells off, so we know there's more sellers getting out, bulls are getting out, bears are trying to add to their position. Go sideways into the 𝐸MA. Hope none of you bought bar 59. Great looking bar, really bad context. 2-bar reversal, bar 59, bar 60. Nice follow through, 60 through 65. All bear bars closing out slow, small pullbacks. I'm going to speed through this. I want to talk about one thing. Don't know if I would get filled here. Doesn't look like I would, so that's a trade I would miss. Leg 1, pullback leg 2, bar 70, leg 3. Or you could count it leg 1, pull back leg 2, pull back leg 3. And each of these 3 legs has its own leg. So I'm going to draw those legs out and then we're going to call it a day. So look at this leg here. So let's say this is leg 1. Actually, we're going to do this from a very big perspective, just so you guys understand how to count legs. Because counting legs is the most important thing. Leg 1, pull back leg 2, pull back leg 3, trading range. Leg 1, pull back leg 2, pull back leg 3. This leg gets 3 legs. Leg 1, pull back leg 2, pull back leg 3, goes into another leg. Leg 1, pull back leg 2, pull back leg 3. And then we have the third leg, which is somewhat of a complex leg. Leg 1, pull back leg 2. We could just argue it's leg 1, pull back, hidden leg, bar 34, pull back leg 3. Trading range, it breaks out. Leg 1, pull back leg 2, pull back leg 3. Then you see these compression bars, bar 62. That's a pause bar. It's still a bear bar, but that's a pullback on a smaller time frame. Leg 1, pull back, leg 2, pull back, leg 3, real pullback, leg 1, pull back, leg 2, pull back, leg 3. See this tail on 72, pull back, leg 3. So leg 1, pull back, leg 2, pull back, leg 3. Then we have a big pullback, bar 75. I wouldn't take the trade because I'd be done trading today, but it did work. You could pull from either bear bar or bull bar, excuse me. I would probably do it for bar 70. You get 75 is a scary fill, but then bad follow through 76, and then you hit 1.5R end of the day. And last but not least, leg 1, pull back, leg 2, pull back, and there's a hidden leg on 79. So you see how each leg was made up of 3 legs and then blah, blah, blah. Guys, I just went over 10 minutes, so hope you had a good one. Hope you guys understand what's going on. Please ask me questions in the Discord. I will be around today and tomorrow. Thank you for your time, everyone. I'll talk to you on Monday. Goodbye.